Michele at Dasami Bookworm Podcast with another exciting episode with my partner in crime, cohort in crime, Ian Mc. Hello, Ian. How are you today?
Good. How's things?
Good. We have lots of exciting stuff going on for the holidays, lots of exciting news. We'll do little teasers because we don't want to reveal all, as we will be doing rollouts. But in your guise as Simpson Munro, I understand that you are very excited. New news?
Understatement. Yes, we, Simpson Munro, Andy Blackmore, police constable, is going worldwide, and in particular USA and Canada, for starters. And then it's getting rolled out.
So it was always worldwide from the perspective of Amazon. Your book is available on Amazon, so they can go there.
Yeah.
However, what is the very exciting part? Who is it available through in the United States?
The big one is Barnes & Noble,
which is one of the largest booksellers in the States.
Huge.
And in Canada?
Indigo, and I believe they've got shops by the name of Chapter. And there's hundreds of them across Canada. Hundreds of them.
Yes. And Barnes & Noble, there's 600, over 600 in the States. So that's very
East
exciting.
To west.
Yes. So that's both in paperback and digital. Now, I understand that the digital is traveling even further across the world.
I would suggest maybe the whole of Europe, out as far as Australia, New Zealand. I know there's availability in Japan, and the whole thing has just gone absolutely outrageous.
That's wonderful news. It takes a little while for it to get there, but it's great. You have worked very hard for this, and I think that's one key aspect too, when you're a writer and then a published author, is that once the book is published, that's when the work really begins, because it's about letting everybody know you're an author, talking about it to friends, but also, the podcast here today and other social media aspects of it as well.
Yeah, the whole thing's been a learning experience, and it's just gone so rapid over the past, 7 to 10 days, that we're doing the ebook for 99 cents, and that's 99 cents worldwide, so I think the equivalent in Japan is something like 200 yen at today's exchange rate or whatever it is. But at the end of the day, it's only 99 cents, 99 pence, and making Andy available to everybody. To be honest with you, in ebook format, the actual paperbacks, they've got different prices worldwide, which we've really not got any control over. It's the prices set. But I think, for example, in the United States, it's $12 or $10.99 or something like that, for the actual paperback. Available at the moment as The Secondment and Going Home, and I think it's the 10th of November, the first book, An Officer's Tale, will be available worldwide as well. And the publisher's available. So I know folk that are going back and forward to Canada, I know folk that are going out to the USA, and what they're going to be doing is test purchases for us, just to make sure everything's up and running smoothly and make it available for everybody. Then come the middle of November, there'll be a very, very special announcement put out with Dasami via TikTok and Instagram and all other bits of their social media. I'm not going to get into that anymore at the moment, but it's basically...
it's a good place to stop. That's perfect place.
It's a good place to stop.
Yes, for the teaser. I think that's absolutely excellent. So, any other news? Has Simpson been writing a little bit?
Oh, yeah. So, personally, I've finished the follow-up to the publisher, known as Retribution. Now I've got to go through the painstaking task of having all the editors look at it and doing whatever they're doing, and as far as I'm aware, it should be out next June, July, hopefully. I know that an awful lot of folk are looking for the follow-up and desperate for that to come out, but they just need to be patient.
So Yvonne is returning.
Yvonne is returning.
And Lorenzo's returning.
Lorenzo's returning.
And
the only people not in the second book are the people that were killed off in the first book.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good reason for them to not return.
It's not going to be a J.R. Ewing coming out the shower at all.
Oh, it was Bobby Ewing that stepped out of the shower.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, Bobby was supposed to have died. Yeah, right. That was.
Right.
Boy,
okay.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. And even though I say it myself, there's some real strange twists in the follow-up.
But you're not giving it away.
Oh, absolutely not. And even the ending shocked me, and it was me that wrote it. So, and we have a whole new... If anybody read Going Home or the Andy Blackmore series, you'll know his sidekick was June Brown. And I've now started June Brown, Private Investigator, giving her a book on her own.
So she's going to have excitement, and she's going to have lots of cases.
Yeah,
she's a detective, isn't she? She was
a detective.
Now she's a private detective,
and now she's opened up her own private detective company. So she has, and she's got. I'm not doing a spoiler alert or anything like that, but she actually started up a company. Her specialisation in the police was investigative interviewing, and she has taken that worldwide, and she's put that out to various people that she trusts to deliver her package, and she was getting a wee bit bored, so now she started her own private detective agency. Yeah, and that's going not too bad at all. So it is. God knows when that'll be coming out. But anyway, when I finish it.
Yes,
so that's where Simpson's at the moment.
And that still has to go through the editing process. Well, that's lots of exciting news.
We've got short stories as well.
Yes, and that is part of it. We have a Jasami anthology that's going to be coming out. Our team members and authors are all contributing stories. The wonderful, and there's a secret to that will be revealed in the next few weeks by social media. That's something very exciting to do with this book. So more so than just you'll get a flavor for all of the authors that do contribute to see what that is. So with the Jasami anthology, it's contributions from our editors, team members, a little bit of it's a re-release of Murder, Mayhem, and Romance. And there'll be a little bit of poetry in there. We're going to offer a real variety, something for everyone. And as I said, there is something special about this book that will be revealed by the social media team. It's a surprise. We have lots of exciting news coming up for the holidays. We're going to be offering very special prices on some books, and some will be as low as free for a very short period of time, and some will be the price will be knocked off again for the holidays. But you'll just need to stay tuned to the podcast and social media and follow us and watch what's going on.
So your anthology that's coming out is a series of short stories?
Yes.
Okay. What I'm going to tell everybody is there will be one, maybe two very short June Brown stories just to give you a wee flavour of what the big book is going to be like.
I think that's great. I think that's wonderful because we'll get to see a little bit of her character more so than just in it, and it's all about her, which is wonderful. I think that's great.
Yeah.
So I think that's about it for news. This is just a little short podcast to let everybody know, some of the exciting news that, you're continuing your writing. We've got lots of special projects coming up that we will be, revealing closer to the holidays, and especially next year, a few things to keep you going.
Yeah, short, sweet, to the point this week. It's all about the release, and I hope people enjoy it, especially when word starts to spread about this Scottish cop across Canada and America, where there's huge Scottish interest.
Yes, there's a lot of expats there and throughout the world, in Australia, obviously, and such. So I want to thank you, Simpson and Ian, for joining me today.
You're welcome.
I always say a shout out. Right. Who would you like to do a shout out to?
Right, I'm going to do the shout out to Drumchapel United girls team. They're one game and a draw away from becoming league champions over the next 2 weeks. And that's who my shout out is to.
Awesome. I think that's great. My shout out is to all of the new team members that are joining us in the next, that have joined us in the past couple of weeks and will be joining us in the next few weeks. I know Manon's team for social media has grown. We always have the best team members, so I want to have a shout out to the new ones. And until next time, this is Michèle at Jasami Bookworm Podcast, wishing you all a sunny day.
Bye.